Welcome back, everyone. How you doing? There's the game. All right. So we are back with more Crimes and Punishments, Sherlock Holmes. And I don't remember what case we left off on. We'd solved the train case and had started the next one, which... What was the next one? It's been a little while. So... let's jump in. Oh, right. The sauna murder. Ah, yes. The bloodbath. Oh, we just started collecting evidence. We interviewed the 3 suspects. And then I came back to Baker Street to conduct an experiment.
Let us try to create an object from silver by using the mold.
Oh, right, we just stuck the mold together.
Let us try to create...
Okay. Put the silver in the pan.
It will take a minute to melt the silver
Melt it
with my
down.
gas burner.
Blah.
Done. Now I can proceed further.
Excellent. No. Fine. Don't turn off the burner. See if I care. Rabbit
mold is
saucer!
hot. I should
How's
wait
it
for it to cool
going?
down.
Now I shall wait for it to cool down.
Done. Now I can proceed further.
I like your little emote there, Rabbit. Alright. Okay. Clunk. Ooh. We got the little bone, or we got the little, knife. Oh. I know who did the murder
A
now.
homemade silver knife. Excellent. We have created a knife with the silver that we found. It could have been used to kill Sir Rodney.
It was extremely clever to create a weapon that could dissolve at the scene of the crime.
Yes. Yes, indeed it was. Alright, silver knife in the brazier. Silver weapon was used and then destroyed in the brazier after the crime. Yes, yes, yes. Find out where Sir Rodney used several days for his murder and uncover his precious secret. Right, we gotta do that still. What other clues do we have? Very liquid blood with a strange wound. Silver weapon is used in... Okay, no. This one, sorry. The presence of water is due to the humid atmosphere caused by the steam. The presence of water in the blood is an unexplained clue. It must be somehow linked to the murder process. I think it's the moisture from the steam. It's very steamy in that room. The murderer hid the weapon in the clouded steam room. He then placed the knife in the brazier in order to destroy it, which resulted in the melted silver that we found. I think so. I think so. Yes, yes. Alright, who killed Sir Rodney? Sir Rodney has left leads that point towards the Frigidarium of the Roman baths. Alright, we need to go and get into those baths. And there's some other things for these statues. I think I'm going to play something into this as well. Alright, let's go back to the bath and ask that they excavate the area. Do I have any other clues? Champagne. No. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. We have arrived. Okay, a loading screen. I love loading screens.
Mr. Holmes, we've cleared the corridor to the Frigidarium. You can visit it now.
Ah,
Thank you, Mr. Phillips.
excellent. Good work, my man. Oh, one quick question.
These baths are becoming sinister.
Indeed. Alright, Watson. Let us investigate. Oh, okay, it's a crack in the wall. Nothing more. Watson. Yeah. He'll catch up. Aha. Very interesting indeed. Oops. Here we go. What's this? A ship.
Perhaps I could find some clues by activating the flagstones.
Cyclops. Ooh, wait. Interesting. Did this one also have a pattern? No. Ah. Neither does the wreath. Scorpion. Right. Nothing here. Ah, the Cataceus. Trident. Ah, more symbol.
A symbol.
Oh, I should have examined the other symbol, I guess. I'll do that in a moment. A jug? Okay. A spider? Excuse me. And a helmet.
A hidden sign. A hidden symbol. Now I have all the clues to help me find where these symbols are leading. All I need is imagination.
Ugh. I always hate how I'll be fine, and as soon as I get ready to start streaming or recording, I had a tickle in my throat. And I can't stop coughing. Okay. Combine all three statue elements to reveal their secrets. Oh. Let's start there. Nope, not right there. And then let me turn this. Aha! Could it be so simple? Ha! Got it. Oh, it's a statue I was just
The
looking
signs are pointing to this bust.
at. Aha! Elementary, my dear Watson. Elementary. This one, yes? Yes. Examine the bust. Don't mind if I do. Rabbit, how are you? Been a while. I'm doing good, Rabbit. Thanks for asking. It has been a little while. How are you doing? Well, I hope. Okay, that opened up one of these. Over here. Aha. Climb down the rope.
What is this place?
Oh,
I am
Watson.
unsure, Watson, but everything points to the fact that it was the last place visited by Sir Rodney Bentcliffe. We are approaching the end of this mystery.
Indeed. Let's see. What's this?
A broken glass plate. What is it doing here? I should examine it at Baker Street.
Indeed. Take the lantern.
How very peculiar. An ice maker.
Why would Sir Rodney have brought such a device here?
A sack of crude salt.
Oh, the game is afoot. It wasn't the silver knife like we thought. Someone made a blade of ice, stabbed Sir Rodney, and then it melted, and that's why the blood was so watered down. Of course. Devious. Diabolical, even.
Mithras, the god, clothed in Anatolian costume and wearing a Phrygian cap, killing the bull.
Yes, but look what he's killing the bull with. Clear blade.
This fresco resembles either a ladder or a hierarchy.
With the initiation grades of the cult of Mithras. Ah.
This fresco resembles...
Okay, it's the same fresco. Ooh. Interesting. Pillars with the bones of the dead in them. Alright, what was I could examine something over here I noticed. Ah, here we go.
The fire casts a shadow upon the floor.
Ooh. Okay, let's do that again. Rabbit, honestly, even better. One Sunday on the 14th, your mom nearly lost her childhood best friend, and her kids, grandkids almost lost their mom and grandma. Everything's okay. She's alive and well, but it's still bled about and hoping to hear from her soon. Oh, man, Rabbit. I'm glad everyone's doing well. Paper, your dog is having medical issues again. Oh, no. Well, take care of your pupper, Paper. And I hope that she is doing well once you get her taken care of.
The pillar collapsed a long time ago.
Yes, 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 yes. But I still need to figure out how to cast a shadow.
It resembles a bull. That is the symbol of Neptune, the god of the sea. It is very similar to the face of Mithras.
So what's the missing piece? Paper, you're gonna wait it out because all they did was look at her and keep her in a cage. Alright, Paper, will you keep a close eye on her? Alright, so... anything else? No. Yeah, so the metal plates cast the shadows. Where's the metal plate from this one?
Mummified bodies. We're in some type of catacomb.
Oh, clever. Let's look around. Maybe it's laying here somewhere.
How dreadful. Judging by the broken orbit, this poor fellow met a death similar to Sir Rodney's.
Ah.
This shoe is not from the Roman era. It is medieval at best. This man was a tomb raider who met with an unfortunate end.
By the eye he was punished, for he saw that he was not worthy. Dreadful.
Interesting. Miss Watson.
We don't have many leads here.
No, we don't.
Mummified bodies. We're in some type of catacomb.
Yes, yes, yes. It would be a crown.
It resembles... This shadow seems to represent a bridge.
Oh, a bridge. Sorry.
The shadows show us the way to go. We will find Mithras after Neptune, the bull, and the bridge.
Okay. Neptune, the bull, and the bridge. The Mytherium lies hidden at the St. Albans fish at the bridge piers seem to hold a secret. Aha! Alright, Watson. What's down here, though? Let's keep looking.
A shovel, not from the Roman era.
Dead end. Bummer. We can't continue.
Mummified bodies. We're in some...
There. I like clicking on all of them just to make sure that I've gotten all the little clues. Alright. Well then. Alright then, Watson, back to the dig site. Whoops. But first, let's go check out this broken plate. This glass plate may very well have some information on it that we need to discover. Game, why'd you blur my book cover? Why, game? Why do you do this to me? Hey, Toby.
On the sofa for the third time today. Well, don't be surprised if Watson sits on you again.
Photographic. Oh boy. Oh. These don't rotate. Good. Good. Oh, thank God. Sorry, don't tell me they rotate. I don't want rotating glass. So this is the top piece. This piece goes on this side. This is a... Yep. Top piece. Now this one appears to be the bottom corner here. And this, I'm not quite sure about. Let me set this here. This is a middle, I think. This goes here. This goes here. This goes here. This one goes like this. This goes, whoops. And this goes here. Ha!
Watson, could you please use this negative and your photographic equipment to process the photograph?
BRB, no problem.
Thank you, Watson. Now I must use reagents to develop the photograph.
Reagents? Oh boy. Oh, look. Well, you gave me a little thing to rub, so I'm going to get all of it really nice and perfect. None of this skimping on the edges, BS. I'm also one of... Ice cream in the desert? I'm also one of those people that when I get a little scratch ticket, I like to get all of the scratchy stuff off, even if I don't need to. Because, you know. I just do. All right.
Ice cream. Ice cream in the desert? We are indebted to the Romans who developed the technique.
Interesting.
Salt.
Yes, you
Ice.
use ice and salt.
Sir Rodney. Another archaeologist, most probably. The Pyramids of Giza in Egypt.
So that's it. Salt and crushed ice may help to create ice cream.
Yes. Indeed, Watson. Oh. Alright, first things first. Okay, I'm going to switch to unexplained clue. Someone's experimented with the Roman method of ice production. Molded weapon. Check if an ice knife can be created with the materials found. Create an ice knife. Yes, indeed. Ice experiments.
If I wish to shape the ice knife, then I need to pour water inside the mold.
Oh, well. Pour.
Ice, salt, and then the mixing. It should be elementary. We need to reach minus 20 degrees Celsius to fully freeze the water inside the mold. Before beginning, I must remember that I have enough ice and salt for no more than 4 attempts.
Okay.
Holmes, look. The temperature is reducing.
Hmm. And a little more salt. Come on. Ooh, too much salt.
Ice, salt,
I need it all the way down to 20C.
it's empty.
Oh no.
We cannot be making it correctly. Let us try again and be precise with the timing.
Alright. There's a finesse to this, I take it.
If I wish to...
Okay, let's see. Pour the water.
Ice, salt, before beginning. Ice, salt, and then the mixing. It should be elementary. We need to reach minus 20 degrees Celsius to fully freeze the water inside the mold.
Okay.
Holmes, look. The temperature is reducing.
Okay. So the temperature is equalized. If I add a little more ice... Now the temperature's going up. Temperature stays equalized, so let's add some salt. Now let's bring the temperature back down. That's equalized, so it's going to start going up again. That's going down. Add the salt.
Ice, salt,
Yes, I know. A little more salt. Wait for it to lower. Equalize, so we'll add a little more salt.
We
Huh.
cannot be making it correct.
I wonder what the timing is then.
Ice, salt, before beginning.
I can't grab the water again. Wait, what?
Ice, salt, and then the mixing. It should be elementary.
Should
We
be.
need to reach minus 20 degrees Celsius to fully freeze the water inside the mold.
Okay.
A block of ice. I have only to use my ice pick. I think that ice should be
Oh, fine. Very well, Holmes. Very well.
ice.
Yes, I know. Chop, 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 chop.
Holmes, look. The temperature is reducing.
So let's wait. Okay, now I'll add some salt. That's making the temperature go down a little more. Ah, yes.
Ice.
Now don't add the salt until the temp is done lowering. Then adding the salt makes it go down a bit more. Elementary, my dear Watson. Wait for it. Add some salt. Down
Ice.
the temperature goes. It equalizes. We smush it up. Add some more ice. The temperature goes down some more. And then, once it equalizes, we add the last of the salt. And voila, Watson. Quite simply. Easy. Oh, no. No!
We can.
No! Okay. Alright. So, it was right, but I think my timing was off just a little. I let the temperature get back
Ice,
up too much,
salt,
I think.
before beginning.
Alright, so. Ice, ice, ice. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha.
Holmes, look. The temperature...
Yes, Watson, it's going down. Add the salt. Temperature's going down. Ice. Temperature's going down. Salt. Temperature's going down. Ice. Temperature's going down. Salt. Temperature's going down. Ice. Temperature's going down. And finally, salt. And it better frickin' get there this time.
Excellent.
Ah!
Now we must check to ensure that it is adequately frozen.
And would you look at that? A knife
An ice
of
weapon
ice.
for a cold-blooded murder. An ice knife. A surprising and yet a very brilliant idea.
It's the perfect weapon. It enables one to kill a man and then it melts. The only trace it leaves is a small puddle on the ground.
Indeed. All right. Ice weapon. That's why the champagne bucket was there. What does it say? This is created and then preserved inside the champagne bucket. The murderer hid the weapon inside the ice bucket with champagne. After the attack, the knife was left to melt, so causing the excess of water in the blood pool. The ice knife. Alright. So... Lincoln's work was saved by the arrival of Sir Rodney. He was thankful for the possibility of their working together and the chance of him learning from him. Cost his morale. Picken feels rather uncomfortable postponing the opening of the Roman baths because Sir Rodney. He was angry because of this. What if we do this? Oh. Oh. Okay. All right. Now we'll go back to the dig site. Oops. Oh, do I need to check my search? So Rodney's drafts. It was more than a year for my work in Egypt. Ah, yes. $1893.
Here it is.
Aha!
By the eye he was punished, for he saw that he was not worthy. Dreadful.
Bancliffe's mummy. The great excavation in Assuan has taken over 3 years, so Rodney Bancliffe directed the archaeological work. A mummy was found with an enucleated eye and posed in an unusual position. The right hand was tense as if reaching out for something or to someone. The mummy was buried upright. She has been named the Desperate Mummy due to her very peculiar characteristics. Nearby can be read in Latin, "By the eye he was punished, for he saw that he was not worthy." The mummy is believed to be Roman rather than Egyptian, as some symbols found in the tomb are in common with the mytheric mysteries. Excellent. Right. To the dig site. So, our clue. There we go. Alright, so our clue here was the shadows on the ground. Okay, let's sprint because I don't want to walk all the way there. Don't feel like walking. Alright, was there anything in here?
The door has been left open. Someone did not care or was in haste.
Mm-hmm. Okay, no. Okay. So here are the statues. We'll need the hooks. Oh, right, all the stuff that I wanted to collect last time we were here that wouldn't let me. Alright, and then we found there's rope over here. Yes, excellent. And then there was something else. Was it down here? I don't remember. No. I don't think it was. No. Oh, come on. Watson's just gonna wait there. That's fine. Bucket of water. No, no, no. Railway. Ooh, this shack. I believe there was something in here I wanted.
This is a reproduction of an ancient Greek crossbow.
Okay. Yep, we want to do that. Exactly. Okay, so I need to finish finding the bits I want. So let's go over here. Poseidon, the bull, hooks, ropes, this. So there's no mushing stuff together like we used to in the old games. Okay.
The gastrofets were used with ropes and hooks for sieges.
Ah, here we go. Ah, yes.
We should use these metal rings to help us reach the bridge pillar.
Oh. Hold on.
There might be something behind these leaves.
Indeed.
Find a way of getting there.
Could the water be louder? Dang. I want to get away from it just because how loud it is. Bloody hell. Okay. Yes.
I should use the appropriate object here. I should use...
Okay. There we go. Ha!
Those rings on the bridge are perfect targets.
How do I fire?
Firing a gastrophetus requires a lot of practice.
Come on, stop fighting me.
This
Ha!
one is ready.
Nope, nope, right there.
This one is ready.
A lot of practice, you said, Watson? What was that? There I go. Blabbing. What?
The bridge
There.
is ready. Now I must cross it.
Oh. Huh. Oh, this seems insane.
Watson, come here. I have found something.
Oh, hello. What have we found?
Are we inside the hidden temple of Mithras, Holmes?
I am not sure. We had better be careful.
Oh my. Okay.
I saw this symbol in the tunnels underneath the Frigidarium.
Which way should we go, Holmes?
There ought to be some clues here. Let's take a look around. I saw this symbol in the tunnels underneath the Frigidarium.
Okay.
I saw...
Okay.
I saw...
Okay. No symbol. Because there's no door. Oh, okay. So it's Gaunt's to hold the torch. Gotcha. Well, the game zoomed us in on this one for some reason. So we'll check it first. I don't know if that was the game giving me a hint or just a random thing. Oh! Watson. Back to the last room. Quickly now. Alright, the clues. Okay, so... I'm assuming start here, go up to here. So the first one would be this symbol, I think. Let's go with this. Work our way up the chart, I believe. I don't have a thing that shows the order of those shadows, though. That's annoying. Okay. Alright. Well, we're gonna go with this. And then this. Ah. Aha! Interesting. So, the spear, the helmet, or this thingy. Helmet. Wait, it wasn't that either, right? No. So, we'll go this way. I wouldn't normally recommend sprinting through a ruin like this, but I'm in a little bit of a hurry. Alright, so then next is bug, wicket, or shovel. Here's the bug, so we'll go this way. Water. Oh dear. Oh good, it goes back up. Okay, and now sword or sickle moon? Sickle Moon. And finally... No, not finally. Torch, collar, or spear. Okay, it's going to be the collar. I heard whispers coming from this way, Watson. Indeed. Now for the final one. Sword, hat, or bowl? Hat. Well, that's caved in, so we must want to go up this way. Aha! Oh, what do you think now, Watson?
Are we inside the hidden temple of Mithras, Holmes?
Ah, I see. Well,
Look, it's the golden knife. But how to get it?
do we really want the golden knife, Watson? Broken lamp.
This lamp is not old. The oil is still fresh. Perhaps Sir Rodney passed by here.
No, I do not think so. Remember, he went no further than the catacombs underneath the Frigidarium. The murderer left this lamp.
Okay.
Watson, I need your help.
Of course, Holmes. Oh, it's the one on the other side. Sorry, Holmes. I shall activate this one, Holmes. This one. Ooh. Okay, and which is this one? Aha! Alright. I figured it out. So this one first. Now I can switch back to Watson. Uh-oh, paper, what's wrong? And then pass through here and activate this one. Swap back to Holmes. And pass through here. Activate this lever. does no good. Oh, never mind. Over here. Now, Watson, deactivate this. And activate this. Perfect, Watson. Now I can go and get the knife.
The golden knife of Mithras. A long-lost relic has resurfaced. Watson, it is time to conclude this case. Excellent. Now, we should find another way of getting out of here.
Alright. So I need to go back into this room. Watson. Where am I? Alright, Watson. Deactivate. Reactivate this one, please. Yes. Perfect. Now I will go over here and activate this lever, I believe. No. Let me swap back. That's not a key. Okay. So I need to activate this one first. Which I believe is this one? Excellent. Thank you, Holmes. Now this one. Excellent, Holmes. And now... Oops. The last lever. And so Watson can come through and activate.
This mechanism seems inactive. Most likely the door it controls has already been opened.
Oh. Alright then. Oh, I am silly. I forgot one crucial step. To let Holmes out. There we are. Now, I simply need to activate this to free Watson.
Are we inside the hidden temple of Mithras, Holmes?
Oh, it was the lever on the other side. Oh, I'm daft. Damn it. Oh, right. These two are in backwards order, in my opinion. The middle one. No, 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 no. The middle one should open that far one. This one should open the one this way. At least I think so. Alright, Watson. Go back up here. We'll go to that lever this time. I done goofed. What can I say? Alright, Watson. There we go. Now I can run over here. Watson, if you wouldn't be so kind as to let me through. Perfect, my dear fellow. Alright, Watson. And we're free. Alright, so the golden knife and the stolen notes. So Rodney's secret was an important discovery, a metaphorical bomb. He could use it as a powerful means to annihilate anyone who stood in his way, that he alone might make the fame and the glory. Even if Pitkin is the owner of the baths, he will surely lose them, for this major discovery will change everything. It will turn the baths into a permanent excavation site to preserve the research. It will never achieve the commercial status Pitkin desires. Pitkin Ice Knife. He killed Sir Rodney to conceal their discovery. The only way to save the Roman baths from the upcoming excavations, he intended to start his own business. He used an ice-made reproduction of the golden knife of Mithras. Pitkin was humiliated by Sir Rodney, and so devised a plan to eliminate him then open the baths for business. He believed that the mystery of the murder would attract the public. Absolve Pitkin. Pitkin was a legitimate owner of the baths, as Sir Rodney was about to take over the rights. If Benticliff had accepted the compromise, Pitkin would not have killed him. No, he's a murderer. Screw him. Wait, what? You can't accuse a suspect at the moment. Oh. Very well. Goes drug, eh? He killed Sir Rodney to conceal the discovery. The only way to save the Roman baths from the upcoming excavations. Watson?
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
Nothing to do here. Nothing to look up in those. Well, now can I do it? Yes. Murdering bastard. Yes, if the other guy had accepted the offer to compromise, then he wouldn't have murdered him. But he chose to murder him, which makes him a murderer. You don't get to get off with murder just because you wouldn't have done it if circumstances had come out different.
Why did you bring me here? I saw that you released the others.
Sir Gregory, I would ask that you listen carefully to what I'm intending to reveal to Inspector Lestrade. You murdered Sir Rodney Bentcliffe in cold blood, and you did it for money.
What? No, that's not true.
I am afraid that it is. The ingenious ghost weapon that you used only served to prove the premeditation.
You're insane.
It was a spectacular felony, one that intrigued the police and encouraged the press. Scandal is an excellent means of bringing the public's attention to your baths. And eventually, of course, it brought me too.
You have it all wrong.
Well, I didn't expect you to possess much in the way of courage. May you be a fraction more inspired before you meet the hangman. Farewell, Sir Gregory.
Pitkin Icenheim condemned. Hold the Dutch conclusion? No. Or do I want to replay the ending? Could I be wrong? Could it have been the other man? Do you want to replay the conclusions? The game will load before the moral choice is made. Yes. I'll look at my conclusion board again real quick. I want to see what the clues line up with in the other direction. Alright. Let's change this. Let's change this. Vengeance with the ice knife. He killed Sir Rodney to avenge an abuse of power. The death would be to his financial benefit. It would allow him to emerge as a luminary in his field. He used the ice-made reproduction of the golden knife of Mithras. Possible. Lincoln knew of Bentley's intention to take all the credit for the discovery of the golden knife. He devised a cunning plan to eliminate Bentley, and for this he deserves the rope. He devoted his life to discovering the golden knife, and the credit was about to be stolen by Bentley. If he had been given the opportunity to claim ownership of his discovery, he would not have killed Bentley. Or... Pinkton... Sir Rodney. Welcome back, Saucer. Now I don't know. Garrow's drug. Wasn't Garrow. That's the only conclusion I can come to, is it wasn't Garrow. Let's see what he says. Continue.
I'm feeling rather uncomfortable. Why have I been put into these cuffs?
I fear that you had better get used to them, Mr. Blinkhorn. They are your reward for the murder of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe.
What? No, that's a lie.
It is regrettable, for you are a talented archaeologist. I will request that you are placed in a prison where you are unable to dig an escape tunnel. That is, of course, if they decide that you shall live.
You...
The consulting detective who salutes your intelligence in performing the perfect crime, yes. But also the gentleman who detests your motivation.
You know nothing.
You wish to be the one who would reveal this to the world.
Is that the golden knife? How...
I also like to dig, you see. I only followed your trail. Such a pity that there is always someone willing to steal your credit, wouldn't you say? And there was the chance of a lifetime. You had to take it. It was not to be shared.
It...
But now I am here, and there is no one who will stop the tread of justice, Mr. Blinkhorn. Goodbye.
No. I don't believe it was him. I went with my original gut feeling. Anyway, Widow. Sherlock, I need help. I can't find any vegetables for my dinner. Ah, elementary. Elementary. Okay, no. I believe that this man truly was happy to be working with Sir Rodney, and I do believe it was this asshole. Sir Rodney's about to take over the rights because of accept the compromise, but Ken would not have killed him. Widow. Ah, hopefully they will turn up soon. Happy Thursday. Is it Thursday for you already, Widow? It's only Wednesday. It's only Wednesday evening for me. Condemn or absolve. Condemn or absolve. Condemn or absolve. So far I've been absolving most of these, but not really. Like in the last case, we turned it over to Mycroft so he could do the political thing to prevent an international incident. The first one, we decided that it was not good, but I mean... murder's murder. I'm condemning him. Oh, this is so... Ugh. And the third suspect! You can't even condemn him. We found no clues that led to him being the killer. I find that to be interesting.
Why did you bring...
Sir Gregory,
Yeah,
I would
okay.
ask that you listen carefully to what I'm intending to reveal to Inspector Lestrade. You murdered Sir Rodney Bentcliffe in cold blood, and you did it for money.
What? No, that's not true.
I am afraid that it is. The ingenious ghost weapon that you used only served to prove the premeditation.
You're insane.
It was a spectacular felony, one that intrigued the police and encouraged the press. Scandal is an excellent means of bringing the public's attention to your baths. And eventually, of course, it brought me too.
You have it all wrong.
Well, I didn't expect you to possess much in the way of courage. May you be a fraction more inspired before you meet the hangman. Farewell, Sir Gregory.
We're going with it. Warning, you're about to finish. Yeah, it's fine. People solved the case the same way. 3%. People made the same moral choice. 81%. Damn, only 3% solved the same way? What? Okay. The Abbey Grange affair. On to our next case. I wonder if at the end of the game it's going to tell you, well, you fucked up on this one.
The game is afoot, not a word. Into your clothes and come.
The game is afoot, Watson. We must go quickly and
I'll
quietly.
wait for you in the sitting room. I've just received a note from Inspector Lestrade. A letter from the suburbs. He is in need of my presence. Whenever he has asked for my assistance, it has always turned out to be entirely justified.
Huh.
I fancy that every one of his cases has found its way into your collection.
Yes, they all seem worthy of...
However, I regret your fatal habit of looking at everything from the point of view of a story instead of a scientific exercise.
Oh, Holmes, you...
I beg your pardon, I digress. It would be much better to examine this letter than to try to convince you.
Okay. Yep, it's still pointed at the same place.
The letter...
Sorry, Watson.
I agree with you, Toby, that Watson's shoe is preferable to Mrs. Hudson's cold cuts.
Oh. What's...
The letter is on the table, Holmes. You should take a look.
All right.
I can tell from Lestrade's handwriting that he was in a hurry when he wrote this letter.
Indeed.
The Brackenstall family coat of arms.
Interesting.
A wax seal with the monogram E.B.
E. Brackenstall. Uh-huh. Abbey Grange, Marsham, Kent, 3:30 a.m. My dear Mr. Holmes, I should be very glad of your immediate assistance in what promises to be a most remarkable case. It is something quite in your line. Except for releasing the lady, I will see that everything is kept exactly as I have found it, but I beg you not to lose an instant, as it is difficult to leave Sir Eustace there. Yours faithfully, Inspector Lestrade. Let's see. What did we get? Ah, we got the silver knife that we cast. Alright, Watson.
So, what is it, Holmes?
Promising, as always. It appears to be a case of murder.
So you believe that Sir Eustace is dead?
I should say so. Lestrade wouldn't have sent for me for less. His writing shows considerable agitation, and he is not an emotional man. These people belong to high society. The quality of the writing paper, the EB monogram, their coat of arms. The crime was committed before midnight.
Holmes, how can you possibly tell?
Well, it is all thanks to Lestrade. He wrote his letter at 3:30 in the morning. Imagine the chain of events before that. The local police had to be called in. Scotland Yard was notified. Lestrade himself had to make haste there, and finally compose the letter he sent to me. All of that makes for a fair night's work.
It makes sense. Lestrade also speaks of the woman he released.
That seems to indicate that she had been held somewhere during the crime. Much time has been wasted. Let us find a cab and go to Abbey Grange immediately. I live in hope of an interesting morning.
Indeed. Investigate the murder at Abbey Grange. We're there. Oh, wow, fancy.
Ah, Mr. Holmes and Dr. Watson, here you are. I'm very glad that you have come, but perhaps I should not have troubled you after all.
And why is that?
Lady Brackenstall has come to her senses, and she has given so clear an account of the affair that there is not much left for us to do. You remember that Lewisham gang of burglars?
What, the three Randalls?
Exactly. The father and two sons. It's their work. They stole a silver service, which is of great value.
Sir Eustace Brackenstall is dead, then?
Yes. His head was knocked in with his own poker.
A violent act of aggression.
Wow.
Yes, the poor lady. She has had a most dreadful experience. She was assaulted and tied to a chair. But I think that you would best see her and hear her account of the facts. She's in the morning room with her maid, Teresa Wright.
Where is the body of the deceased?
In the dining room. We haven't touched anything.
All right, I'm going to examine it.
Very good, Watson.
Expect the room where Lady Brackenstall is resting.
Lord Ramsay Brackenstall.
Lady Brackenstall awaits you in the morning room.
Lord Brigham Brackenstall. Sir Warthen Brackenstall. Lord George Brackenstall.
Quite a few Brackenstalls.
Baron Lyndon Brackenstall. The Brackenstall family seems rather austere.
Indeed.
Lady Brackenstall awaits you in the
No.
morning room.
This side, right, sorry.
Ladies, allow me to introduce
Ooh.
myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting Inspector Lestrade in this investigation.
Mr. Holmes, I am the wife of Sir Eustace Brackenstall. We were married only a year ago.
I am sorry for your loss. Please accept my deepest condolences.
I suppose that it is no use my attempting to conceal that our marriage has not been a happy one. I fear that all would tell you that, even if I were to attempt to deny it.
Okay. Well, she got a pretty good black eye. Fresh bruises. Pale cheeks. A gold brooch of a kangaroo and a what? It's Australian. Elegant dress. A wedding ring. And old bruises on her hand.
You mentioned that your marriage was not a happy one. Was there anything specific that was troubling you?
He was not a nice man when he was drunk, and he suffered from dark moods, but nothing else.
The bruises on your hands are at least 1 week old. Your husband caused those bruises?
Oh, do you? Yes, he did. He was very angry at the time. Out of control.
Ooh.
Again. Sir Eustace was a drunkard. To be tied to such a man for life is worse than death.
Can you describe to me the events of yesterday evening?
Is it really necessary? I have already told Inspector Lestrade all that happened.
Yes, madam, it is.
I will tell you then. Sir Eustace retired about 10:30. I sat in this room until after 11, absorbed in a book. Before I went upstairs, I entered the dining room to fetch a candle and... oh God.
Please, go on.
As I approached the French window, I found myself face to face with an elderly, broad-shouldered man who had just stepped into the room. Close behind the first man, I saw 2 others. One of them struck me a savage blow with his fist and felled me unconscious to the ground.
And then?
When I came to myself, I found that they had secured me tightly to a dining room chair. It was at that instant my unfortunate husband entered the room.
He fought with the intruders?
Yes, I think he had heard them, for he was holding his stick. But they were 3, and he eventually succumbed. One of them, the elder one, struck him a terrible blow with the poker. I fainted once more. When I opened my eyes, they had withdrawn. Then my brave Teresa came to my assistance.
Did these 3 villains steal anything?
Yes, I found that they had taken the silver from the sideboard, but you can see for yourself in the dining room.
Your ladyship?
Teresa?
Teresa, I would like to hear your testimony.
Certainly, sir.
Let's take a look at you, my dear. Wrinkles, a bit older. Vinegar smell. Resuscitation, caring. Working hands. Coffee stain.
As I sat by my bedroom window, I saw 3 men in the moonlight down by the lodge gate. But I thought nothing of it at the time. Oh, if I'd known.
And then?
I went to bed, and it was more than an hour after that I heard my mistress scream. And down I ran, to find her tied to the chair and him on the floor with his head smashed. That's all I know.
What's this? The Times? Family business booming. The Randall Gang is back on the street. Less than a fortnight ago, this infamous family of burglars, the Randalls, as they are known, made their appearance by way of a brutal but successful intrusion into one of the wealthier homes in snide him. The police are already on their trail. However, the details of the crime are being kept confidential, including the name of the victim. A witness was able to provide a precise description of all three men, and this will surely give the police a chance to complete their profile on this family of delinquents. We would take the liberty of reminding our esteemed readers about this highly dangerous band and to provide the full description as it is available at this moment. The gang has been in business for some considerable time, being a family of three, a father and his two sons. The elder, Jack Randall, is a man in his 40s and already gray-haired, while an average height and build. Being the mastermind behind the burglaries, he retains control over his sons, both of whom are close in age but very different in appearance. The first son, William Randall, is tall and broad-shouldered with a small disproportionate head. The younger brother, Melvin Randall, is of a somewhat weaker constitution and is as skinny as a rake. The gang is wanted not only for their frequent thefts and break-ins, but for the exceptionally brutal pirate career they enjoyed before returning to England. Be alert, and may your valuables stay safe. The inspector's letter. Right, so we have our profile on Lady Blackwell and on Teresa. And we've also gotten Lady Blackwater's old bruises and Lestrade's statement. Investigate the murder. Investigate the room where the lady is resting. Investigate the crime scene in the dining room.
The description of the Randall Gang provided by Lady Brackenstall is identical to the one in the Times article.
Which means that she could have just used
a trapper's hut.
She could have just used that newspaper description to tell me, to throw me off the trail.
This photograph of Lady Brackenstall and her maid Teresa was taken at a port, but which one?
Right there, Holmes.
So the lady and her maid came from Australia a year and a half ago on this ship.
Interesting. I'm keeping that. Okay. Ooh. Interesting.
My mistress is very tired. Can't you allow her to her room?
Oh, what a horrible thing to have happened.
Alright, we'll come back and talk to you in a moment.
The body is still in the dining room where the murder took place.
Thank you, Inspector.
You should examine the body of Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
Indeed, Watson, indeed. This is a very fancy dining space, is it not?
A decanter standing next to the open bottle. An inseparable pair indeed. Chateau Calon Ségur, French wine, Grand Cru. This glass has some wine traces, but no visible beeswing. There is beeswing at the bottom, as if the wine had not been decanted before being poured. This glass has some wine traces, but no visible beeswing.
What is beeswing?
It is rather strange that only one of these glasses has dregs of beeswing inside it, while the other two are clear.
Interesting.
Sailor's knots. That's interesting. This rope was handled by the murderers. We need a scent hound to follow their trail. I will take it with me. This is the chair that Lady Brackenstall was tied to.
Okay.
These wine bottles are expensive and mostly from France. A bottle of wine is missing here.
The one on the table, I take it.
This candlestick is valuable. It is interesting that it was not also stolen.
Mm-hmm.
An empty silverware box. It appears that the intruders have stolen the contents.
Perhaps.
The criminals did not thoroughly ransack the house. They only took a little silverware.
Unlikely. Very, very unlikely.
A deer hunt.
Huh?
This door leads to the upstairs bedrooms. Apparently the criminals did not venture there.
Alright, let's examine the
So,
body.
Watson, what have you learned from examining Sir Eustace's body?
Well, I can confirm that the death was instant. Sir Eustace was facing his attacker when he received the blow to his head. There are no other apparent injuries.
Quite a large stick. A formidable weapon. Barefoot. He had therefore been in bed and did not have time to fully dress. That must be the murder weapon. The head was cracked with the force of the blow. It is covered in blood. Sir Eustace might have struck his head upon it while falling from the blow. That is one possible explanation.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Oops.
It appears that the bell rope was cut by someone taller than me.
Aha. It's cut up awful
A
high.
fur trader's cabin.
The death was instant.
Thank you, Watson.
The hunting scene.
A hunting scene.
A trapper's hut. A trapper's hut.
2 trappers' huts.
Antique hunting weapons.
Very nice grandfather clock.
The hunting scene.
Let's see here. Okay. All right. Let's look at our deduction board. The robbery was faked and the whole story invented in order to blame Sir Francis' death on the Randalls. The testimonies and the evidence match and point to the Randall Gang. Rabbit, how is Holmes Sherlock treating you? Fairly well, Rabbit. So far, I have to say, I think that this one is my favorite of the ones that I've played through so far. Maybe. Fireplace grate. The dead body. The death of Sir Eustace could have been due to his accidentally striking his head on a fireplace grate. Could have been. knotted rope, and no. Dead body and the bent poker. The death sentences could have been due to a poker blow. That doesn't help me any. Violent behavior. Three people. There were 3 people drinking wine out of the glasses. One of the 3 probably prefers wine with beeswing. There were 2 people drinking wine out of the 3 glasses. The remaining glass with the beeswing consists solely of the dregs from the other 2 glasses. Huh. All right. I need more information. Let's see. Well, I think it might be time to find Toby. Inspector.
I've searched outside for footprints without any luck.
Paper, why the sad eye emote? Sad helmet emote.
There are 3 glasses on the dining room table. I was wondering if...
Oh, I forgot. When I came to myself the first time, each of them had a glass in his hand. They might have been a father and his 2 sons. They talked together in whispers, and then they left.
Your ladyship?
Please.
I know. I mean, kinda not really. That's why I was asking. I know you said your dog was having some troubles. Is the sad emote to insinuate that he's still having trouble, or she is still having troubles? Alright, I'm going back to Baker Street to get Toby. Oh, do I get to play as Toby? Last game we got to play as Toby for a little bit. Come on, Toby.
We need the best nose in the British Empire on this case. I agree with you, Toby, that what's...
Alright. Let's return to the Grange with Toby in tow.
Search, Toby.
Yes! I get to play as the dog. I have a scent, and I'm following it. Goes here. And then over to here. Door, Sherlock. Are you following me? Good. Then it continues over here. And it continues over here. And out to this little shed.
The intruders entered the shed for some reason when they were making off with the silverware.
And now over here. The well.
The scent leads to the well. I should check it.
And now over here. And up to the wall.
The intruder's trail is lost behind this wall.
Indeed.
The criminals left the house through the French window. They walked to the shed, then across to the well, before fleeing by climbing over the wall. I wonder why they chose such a winding route.
Indeed. Let's check the shed first. A
This
hook?
hook might be useful. Bags of seed. Some empty bags were recently moved. Small gardening tools. Nothing of great interest. This old suitcase sounds hollow. It must be empty.
Okay. Then they crossed over to the well.
There's something
Aha!
glittering at the bottom there, but how can I reach it?
Remove the bucket. Attach the hook. And away we go. Oh, and would you look, it's the missing silverware.
Silverware? This is hardly a coincidence.
Let me guess.
The Brackenstall coat of arms. It appears that we have found the stolen silverware.
Yes, indeed. Oh, Lady Brackenthal. You murdered your husband because he was a cruel and vicious drunkard. And then you made it look like it was the thieves that you had heard about in the paper. Very, very sad indeed. You drugged your husband and he fell, smashing his head on this grate. You then took the poker and bent it to make it look like he had been killed with it, or whoever your accomplices are did it for you, I should say. Then one of them struck you to make it look convincing, tied you to the chair, and you had your alibi and story to tell.
Inspector, I have recovered the stolen silverware.
You are a wizard, Mr. Holmes. And where is it?
In the garden well.
Excuse me?
Unique, isn't it?
Rather absurd. What is the point of stealing silverware and then throwing it down into a well?
Perhaps it was used as a
He's a
temporary
witch! Burn
hiding
him!
place. Or simply the thieves wanted to get rid of it. It is up to us to solve this mystery.
Hey, Porter Wolf, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well.
We found your mistress's silverware.
Oh, that's good news. You really are as clever as they say.
Indeed.
You're doing well, the mod's coming along, so you're excited? Very nice. I need to record some voice lines for your mod, don't I, Porto? Silverware has been found.
We found your silverware, Lady Brackenstall. It had not been taken very far.
Is that true? I am very thankful to you, Mr. Holmes.
Your ladyship?
Oh, was she actually? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, the starts at the window. Alright. Let's start pulling together our clues. Silverware was found. Criminals were identified. Porter, you thought she had just really dark bags around her eyes. They're just a little too dark. Yeah. No. Sadly. No. No, obviously none of those go together. Alright, so let's see here. 3 people, 2 people. 3 people drinking wine out of the glasses. One of them probably prefers with bees wing. There were 2 people drinking the wine out of the glasses. Okay, see, this is where it's a little... The robbery is motive. Robbery is confirmed as a motive for the crime. The robbery could have been committed to imitate to explain Sirius's death. Silver was not supposed to be found. The robbery was faked and the whole story invented in order to blame Sirius's death on the Randalls. The death of Sirius could have been due to his accidentally striking his head on the fireplace. Great. And there were 3 people drinking. Oh. 2 people drinking? Okay. 2 people lends more towards this line of theory. What next? There must be more. Right. So then after throwing the silverware down the well, they ran over here.
Brave Toby. The best nose in the British Empire.
Indeed. And scaled the wall. This lets me leave. Perform an analysis on the bell rope. Very well. Let us return to Baker Street. Conduct our investigation. Let us
Well,
determine.
Holmes, do you have a lead?
Dr. Watson, it's Mr. Isa Whitney. He says it's urgent.
Isn't that the fellow we found in the opium den while I was undercover there? Or am I mistaken?
Yes, the gentleman whom I wrote about in The Man with a Twisted Lip. But I must go. This addiction of his causes irreversible damage.
In that case, I shall continue the investigation alone.
I hope that you'll tell me everything when I return.
Of course, Watson. Alright. Let's examine this bell rope.
Let us see how the rope was cut. The fibers at the end of the rope are smoothly cut. Let us try to find out what tool was used to cut the rope.
Alright. Let's cut a section of rope with the scissors.
The fibers from this cut appear to be different.
Yes. The scissors mushed the rope out a bit. Alright, let's use these cutters.
The fibers from this cut appear to be different.
The cut is curved, as is the blade. Now a knife.
If I cut the rope with a knife, it matches the original.
Alright. Sharp knife, knotted rope. The rope was cut once with a sharp knife and tied quickly in sailor's knots that could indicate the intent. The intruder had a sailor's background. Okay. Still nothing conclusive or concrete, however. Holmes has a leopard skin. Go figure. Or tigers. Sorry, tiger skin.
This is where I keep my post.
Yes, stuck to the mantle with a knife.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
Right, I don't need to consult the archive. I'm just making sure before we go that I've checked everything here. Alright, Toby.
Brave Toby. The best nose in the British Empire.
Alright, Toby. Let's see. Well, let's go back to the room that the lady's in. It says to investigate it, but I've looked all over. There must be something we're missing. Some small clue.
Holmes, don't look at me like that. I don't know what to think about all this.
Very well, Inspector. Very well.
Oh, what a horrible thing to have happened.
Alright. Let's go into detective vision mode and give everything a once over. A slow, methodical.
These scratches are most definitely made by the picture frame.
Oh, hello.
This
Aha.
is Sir Eustace's safe. There may be something important inside. I must ask Lady Brackenstall to open it. Lady Brackenstall, could you open this wall safe?
No, it is my husband's safe. I do not know the combination.
We have to open it. Your ladyship?
Please leave my Mary alone. She suffered so much, she deserves some rest.
Yes, yes, yes. Your dear lady. Perhaps there are some clues. A hint? I don't think Lestrade would be of much help. Let's see. There's got to be. There's a lock safe in the morning room in the Abbey Grange State. It might contain some important information. Yes, but how do I open it? What clue do I have as to what the combination could be?
This door.
I can't go upstairs. The bell rope. Read his paper in the garden. Nothing too unusual about that. No. Well. The game won't let me go upstairs. Perhaps I do need to talk to Lestrade about the safe.
Holmes, don't look at me like that. I don't know what to think about all this.
Well. There's an impasse, it would seem. Continue my careful examination.
These scratches are most definitely made by the picture frame. Let us try to open this safe. This safe can be cracked. I only have to pay attention. The dial will vibrate when it is set to the correct number.
Ah. Interesting mechanism. Aha! So Eustace, your current physical and mental state is of great concern. There are several signs of a hepatic decompensation. The last time that we met, your eyes were bloodshot and your skin was tinged with yellow. There is a particular odor from your breath that is common in those suffering from liver damage. Then there was the lung abscesses that we have discussed. The leg cramps you have described to me are caused by an alteration to the nervous system, which in turn is caused by an excess of alcohol. That includes the tremors. Your liver seemed excessively hard at the time of your examination, which is a sign of an evolving cirrhosis. There are also signs of asphyx, fluid in the peritoneal cavity, which are evident with your swollen stomach. The pain beneath your left rib indicates a pancreatic malady, which may lead to fatal and fulfillment pancreatitis. Your condition may pose a risk to others. Your excess alcohol consumption lowers your self-control and heightens your aggression. I am available to help you with this problem. There are a number of treatment options. Aha.
Antique coins, possibly of value, but they're scattered without care. It is common practice to keep one's valuables in a safe behind a painting. It should not really pose a challenge for a criminal.
No, indeed not.
Oh, what a...
Sir Eustace's doctor speaks of his violent behavior.
Yes, Sir Eustace was an extremely violent man. A detestable human being, to be more precise. It is true that he once threw a decanter at me. And
Whoa.
all because I dared to stand up to him in defence of my mistress.
Ah.
Sly devil. God forgive me that I should speak of him so now that he's dead. But a devil he was, if ever one walked the earth. We met him only 18 months ago. She'd only just arrived in London. Yes, it was her first voyage. She'd never been from home before. Wonder with his title and his money and his false London ways. If she made a mistake, she has paid for it, if ever a woman did. She doesn't have any friends here, so it was especially hard for her.
I don't think she was in on it. I think it was all Elizabeth. Or Teresa, sorry. It was Teresa. Trying to save her lady. Lady of Brackwell married Eustace shortly after arriving in England and remained at home during that time. There is little possibility that she or her maid are acquainted with anyone in the country. Lady is acquainted with someone from the Rock of Gibraltar. Really? Aha.
Oh, what a horrible...
Lestrade.
What do you know about Sir Eustace, Inspector? What was his reputation?
A charming man when sober, but an absolute demon when he was drunk.
Mm-hmm.
In such moments, he was apparently capable of anything. Why, once he splashed fuel on Lady Brackenstall's dog and set it alight. Another day, he threw a decanter of wine at Miss Wright's head.
The alcohol seemed to madden him.
To the point that we were forced to intervene several times to avoid a scandal.
So Eustace was murdered by the one person who was visiting that night. It was he who tied up Lady Brackenstall. He is tall and strong. The person who was visiting that night was probably a sailor. Now we must look for a sailor.
Holmes, don't look at me like that. I don't know what to think about all this.
Please leave my...
Right, then, whoops, we shall go and search for possible sailor suspects. I will need to use my research. Newspaper clippings back at Baker Street. Oh, well, would you look at the time? Watson.
What should we do next, Holmes?
I'm glad you're back, Watson. I need to check these. This does. All that newspaper stacked next to that fireplace just seems ridiculous and unsafe. But we will continue next Wednesday, everyone. I will dive into the newspapers and look for clippings about sailors near the Rock of Gibraltar. I think I will. Yes, I will. Ha! And we will see if we can't narrow down our list of suspects of who could have been involved in this tragic murder. Yes, thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. I will be back on Friday with some more Rage 1, 7:30 p.m. PST. If you've missed any of my streams and wish to get caught up on them, or just want to watch again for the heck of it, go over to my YouTube channel. All of my streams are archived there within several days of within at least 2 to 3 days of broadcast. And I also make content that is just for YouTube, so you can also check out some of my other YouTube-only content over there as well. If you could leave a, if you do take the time, if you wouldn't mind hitting the subscribe button over there, I'd greatly appreciate it. I'm hoping to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, maybe. We're about halfway there at this point, so any support on my YouTube channel would be most appreciated. Otherwise, I'll be starting a new game on Monday. I haven't decided what it's going to be yet. I'm hoping to have picked it out by Friday, so I can announce after or at the beginning of Friday's stream what I've chosen. But we did finish off Heavy Rain, so we're moving on to something exciting. I haven't decided quite what yet. If you have any suggestions, go ahead and leave them somewhere here in chat. If you have an idea, let me know Friday. Otherwise, you can always leave a comment over on YouTube. Rapid Saucer, thank you for the stream. Thank you, Rabid, for being here. I appreciate it. It's good to have you back. And, well, let's see if we can raid someone, because why not? Raid a channel. We have 3 options. Oh, let's raid CD90. She's playing Fable 2. That sounds like fun. So, thank you again, as always, everyone. I hope to see you again here Friday for some Rage, or next week for one of my other streams. And until then, as always, please stay safe out there.